Crazy boss tries to make me work more than anyone, but doesn't want to pay me accordingly. First, some info and backstory. Minimum wage in Brazil was 954 Brazilian reals per month. $180 per month nowadays. Back in May 2017 I started working in a company as a 2D designer intern. 2 months later I started working hourly, but with some benefits. I started making 1,500 Brazilian reals per month. $280 per month. 1 year has passed and I was put in commercial proposal for sales. I was one in a team of 3, me included. Just as I learned to make quotes, one of my colleagues quit his job to work for the government. So it was just me and my friend. Let's call him Ed. Our boss was always a pain in the EA, but we usually ignored her or complied. She was a real nitpicker. After some time, my manager started to make crazy complaints to me and my colleague and asked things like, sales are decreasing, so why have you put our prices down? Put the prices up again and charge for XYZ. I complied, but she called us for talks every week and always contradicted herself. When she told us to raise the prices, we did, and she complained. Lowered our prices, she complained. In February of 2019 my coworker and friend Ed was fired for no apparent reason. But he wanted to quit for some time, so it was the best for him actually. Okay, things were great. Right, wrong. I was left in the department alone. Besides having to do the work of 2, I had to teach someone to help me. So I was making my job, my friend Ed and my bosses. The best part was finding out that the girl I was teaching was making double my money for the same work hours. $560 per month. The new girl had just started learning and could not be sending our clients our quotes for the jobs. But she complained about my teaching and everything she could to my manager. At the same time, my manager starts to tell me to stop holding the new girl's work back and to let her work freely. I was pissed, but here is where the fun starts. Cue malicious compliance. I now allowed the new girl to talk freely with our clients and do her work as I did mine. She insisted in asking for my advices on all matters, emails, doubts, projects and many more. Most of the time I helped, but it started to be so frequent that I started not helping anymore. Like, wasn't she being held back by me? FYI, my contract was about to end by May 2019. So there only was a couple months before it ended. Before my contract ended, I sat down with my boss so we could discuss my new payment and benefits. I was going to be salaried when my contract ended. I told them I wanted my salary to be at least what Ed did. 2.500 Brazilian reals or $445 per month. She neither agreed or denied. Just said, okay, we can settle this when your contract ends. When my contract had ended, I sat down again with manager in the financial HR department. They wanted me to get paid 2,000 Brazilian reals per month. $370 before taxes. I declined it. This was followed by this conversation. Boss, why are you refusing the payment? It's more than enough for someone your age. 19 by the time. HR, why are you declining our offer? Me, because I am the only person in the department that knows how to work in every other department. Plus both boss and new girl don't know how to do my work. Boss, that's not true. I know how to do your job. I'm better at it than you. Me, I don't think so. And if I'm going to get paid because of my age, not my knowledge, I'm not going to work here anymore. HR, you have a point, but why not just comply with our offer? Me, new girl, makes double my payment. She is 3 years older than me and knows not even half of what I tried to teach her. Both HR and boss. Surprised Pikachu face. Boss. If you don't accept what we are willing to pay you, you don't have to keep coming. Me. Okay. Then I will bring my uniform and my papers to you tomorrow. Boss. Wait. You can't just go out like this? Me. I can. I don't have to work here if I don't have a contract and if I'm not going to get paid properly. HR. You can bring your papers tomorrow morning and we can discuss this later. Thanks boss. Okay then. The next day I brought my papers, uniform and told my now ex-coworkers that I was leaving and got my messages and emails to be forwarded automatically to the new girl's email and phone number. I had approximately 150 negotiations ongoing and was responsible for 6 out of 8 affiliated factories that constantly sent me emails. I went to RH, gave them my papers, said goodbye to all the factory, around 150 employees, and finally went to my ex-boss and said my goodbyes. Boss. You know you're letting us down, don't you? Me. I do. That's why I'm not coming back. Boss. Just FK off. Me. Gladly. The defeated look on her face made me smile for weeks. Nowadays I'm working as a civil engineer intern at a multinational company that pays me more, has healthcare, health insurance, price-to-earnings ratio, and oh boy, many more. Every once in a while I send an email from my new company to my ex-boss asking for quotes. But never buy there. I do that just to give them some trouble. Maybe I'm a bit of a jerk for doing this, but I don't care. Last month my ex-boss called me asking for some advice and joked about me coming back to the company and I gently refused. We laughed, but she was really anxious about it. I know that the company is doing okay, but many people were fired due to bad client services, bad prices, mistakes in quotes and flaws in executions. I'm happy and I'm expected to finish my college next year. Maybe I'll get hired by the place I'm working now, but who knows? TLDR. Boss makes me work for 3 people, hires someone with double my payment, refuses to pay me the same amount and regrets it badly. Sorry for the long reading and maybe some spelling mistakes. I love reading this subreddit. If the boss jokes or hints again, the response I'd give is, sadly, you couldn't afford me. That was your choice, not mine. You were accused of letting them down, where in fact they let you down. Good decision. Stay strong. Took me so long to understand how important it is to make yourself irreplaceable at work. You understood that at 19. How can you be so selfish as to expect to be paid a fraction of the value you provide? You just can't get good slaves anymore. For any Americans that may be confused by the number format, Brazil's decimal separator, i.e. the character used to distinguish the separation between the integers and the fractional value of a number represented in integers, is a comma. So, the first value provided, 954 Brazilian reals per month, $180 per month, if written by an American, would be written as 954 Brazilian reals per month, $180 per month. Boss, just FK off. My ex-boss called me asking for some advice, lol. I just want to tell you how impressed and proud of you I am for knowing your worth at such a young age. I still struggle with that and I'm almost 52. I think you're gonna be just fine. The old ones always say that you're easily replaceable, but that's not true in some cases. There are some positions that due to bad management are so vital that it could make or break the company, especially for startups. Boss. You know you're letting us down, don't you? Me. Well, you started it. You won't support me. Why would I support you? Great, fuck you. Pay me. Story. Bora, Brazil. Qual impressa foi o mano? I would have replied simply with, I'm not the one who let us down. Agarakuro onom da impresa pra now contratar kkkkkk. Boss, you know you're letting us down, don't you? I twitch. When a job says they are like family, what they mean is they are going to guilt trip you and act like our crackhead uncle who always asks for a favor or some money. New girl comes in. She's boss's favorite and getting paid really well. I'm guessing she was good looking? That's not a crazy boss. That's a normal boss. Unfortunately, a crazy boss is one that actually pays you accordingly. Sorry for the long reading and maybe some spelling mistakes. Don't worry, mate. It was a great post. Spelling mistakes are fine. It's not a book report. I'm using the Pikachu face degree 0 degrees. It is ours now. I was really confused who RH was. Is RH department supposed to be HR department?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.